Obviously, a lot of work done the last 2 days, as we've said a couple times, a tough time of the year. Excited about the team we're putting together. Still a little bit of work left to do, but I'm sure we'll see some of these guys back. But, we're heading in the right direction. Open it up from there.
All right, let's go to Joe Person, followed by Skylar Callahan.
Frank, what went into the decision to waive Matt, and what are the chances he comes back on practice squad?
Yeah, we're happy with the progress that Matt made. There's, as we've talked about, really the whole off season, there's a lot of complexities, a lot of moving parts to putting together a roster. Right? Everybody understands that the sole motivation is to do what's best for the team. We're trying to get as many players on the roster and in that locker room, on the 53 and on the practice squad as we can, that can help us win this year. So those are tough decisions. I would hope, I don't mind saying I would love to get Matt back. We think he's done very well. Like to see him continue to progress.
Hey Frank, you guys keeping 5 tight ends may have surprised a few people. What do you like about that room and as a whole? What are you looking to see something from 1 or 2 of those guys to maybe trim that room down, or you intend to go in with 5?
We like that room. It's funny, this whole off season and training camp, I keep telling those guys that whenever I talk to the tight ends, I said, listen, man, guys, this is a good room. The way you guys complement each other. So, so we'll see. We may make a move here, but I think we're going to try. I think we'll end up trying to keep these guys around. We really like this room.
All right, let's go to Jeff Hawkins.
Hey, Coach. One day after final cuts, what is your impression of the Falcons roster? And with questions with their secondary, is this a good opponent for Bryce to debut with? Thank you.
Yes, we've had our preliminary, scout meetings, just an introduction to the Falcons, and obviously have studied their film some, from preseason, which really their starters didn't play much. So, listen, this is a division opponent. We know what that means. We're going to get each other's best. They're going to get our best. We're going to get their best. We have a lot of respect for their roster. They made a lot of moves in the off season. Defensively, up front, which always, so we think their pass rush will be greatly improved, and it'll be a good challenge for our offense.
Any more questions for Coach?
Wondered if you could touch on the 3 guys you claimed today.
You know what? You guys know, and I appreciate you asking that, Joe. And obviously Scott will, be here tomorrow, right? He'll get with you guys tomorrow, and he'll really be able to put a bow on everything. We'll have all the work done because we still don't have the practice squad totally filled out. So he'll be able to clean everything up tomorrow. But all 3 of the guys that we got, linebacker, a DB, and a tackle, or guard/tackle, I'd rather not go into it, but we feel good that obviously you claim them, they're on your 53, and we feel like they can contribute.
And then a follow-up, you guys kept, at least for now, a couple undrafted free agents along that offensive line. Wondered what impressed you with both Nash and Ricky throughout the summer.
Yeah, just as, young developmental guys that, showed flashes of, being able to have the qualities and the instincts of what it takes to play offensive line in this league. Good chemistry in the room, but also the right physical skills and the right mental approach. So, it's and good. We got a young quarterback. Good to develop some young linemen with him and get the depth we need. So excited about those 2 players.
Oh, okay, Coach. I just want to ask you, I know you've got a young quarterback as your starter right now, but what is your philosophy as far as trying to have another younger guy versus a veteran guy to develop behind Bryce?
As far as, I would just say about the room, I would say, hey, we're very comfortable with Andy, in the room, and what the role that he plays, still playing at a high level. As I've said, I'm really impressed with Andy. The chemistry in the room is perfect. And then, Matt's been our young guy. We'll see how it all plays out. But certainly like the idea of continuing to develop a young quarterback.
Seeing he's progressed this offseason, what are a couple of areas that you can pick out that you've seen that he's really stepped up a little bit from what you saw in film from last year?
I just think it's incremental improvements in every area. I really think, that's really what we're looking for more than anything. Just small incremental improvements on a consistent basis in every area leads to really big gains over a long time.
Okay, appreciate it. Thanks.
Thanks, Dave.
All right, let's go to Joe and finish with Mike K.
Frank, I know you addressed Amir yesterday, but having seen him in person today out there for a little bit,
Yeah.
what did you think of him?
Yeah, looked good. Fielded the ball well, caught it well. You could see the route runner in him. You could see the route runner in him. You could see the instincts that he has. So excited to get to know him more.
Frank, as an offensive coach, how important is that return game to you guys, and why was that such a priority here? I guess these last couple of days between bringing in the wide receiver and bringing in the corner who can return punts.
Well, field position, as you guys know, you could pretty much, look at your field position for a game and what yard line you start and the percentages of scoring touchdown, as we all would expect and intuitively understand, is going to be impacted by the starting field position. So any help you can get in the return game can have a dramatic impact on the offense. Secondly, when you when you do what we did to get Bryce, you want to have a good return game that help set the whole team up, but really help set your new young quarterback out. So we think that's a big deal.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.